Hello and welcome to another episode of LOTEK HEATLH. Let ourselves translate expert knowledge. Here's Sockhead bringing you another Forgive My... Oh, don't fucking freeze on me. Another Forgive My Foul Mouth Friday. I've been having hiatuses all the time because I gotta tell you, I just don't find myself sitting in front of one of these laptops enough to want to do a full podcast. And I'm getting sloppy. And I'm letting you down, and I'm sorry, because I got into this to translate expert knowledge, and I'm not. I'm just doing things for me, which is nice. It's important. We're in our location for our second travel assignment in the South, and we've been waiting for the catch. It's been such a nice place, and we got it today. Damned if we didn't get canceled. In this cancel culture, nurses are still canceled too, even though we're considered heroes. We get canceled. So what that means is we got to sleep in, which is pretty nice. But we don't get paid, which is also so heartbreaking, considering that we are getting paid 3 times what we would have if we'd stayed in a core staff position, which is a sad state of the health industry when you come to think about it. I think I've discussed it before how travel agencies for nurses might be the new unions without being unions, because they're not subject to state borders or the right to work versus the union state. And if you're not in this state's union, you can't really be part of this other state's advantages. They break that down and make the hospitals compete for your service, because this whole hero worship only goes as far as the value that these business associates will pay for us, because they know what runs a hospital, and it'd be nice if they ran it like a real business that depends on satisfaction and uplifting of patients and the translation of expert knowledge. But it's kind of a windmill, or not a windmill, but a revolving door right now. And I like to call it the lowest common denominator healthcare, because if we continue this kind of half-ass paying for what will just get you out of the door as soon as possible, we're not going to have any increase in health long term. We're basically going to continue to have, oh, my Mac will go to sleep soon unless plugged into a power outlet. Hold on. Never too far away from a good plugging in. Anyways, where was I? Discussing how hospitals are revolving doors, healthcare continues to chug along in this vaccinate first, treat second, forget about the cure. In fact, I don't think this is a real idea of health in hospitals, because health is how well you heal when you get ill. And we don't do that when we treat you. In fact, we're still reeling from this just entire change, this paradigm shift from pain being something that you just deal with to one of the most important vital signs, and a large interest of pharmaceutical companies in treating that pain because there's no real measurement for it. And there's a traumatic pharmacological dependence that happens with this state of euphoria that comes with dealing with the pain and the anxiety, because, this is something that's been kind of a neat epiphany on the idea of being unable to prove God, to prove that there's some sort of infinite being connecting us all is, I froze, perfect. There's a nervous system. There's a nervousness that is in reality, and it is in fact in the universe. There's a unifying nervous system that is something we don't really have ownership in our personality. We can't separate ourselves from it. We are privy to it. We get that pit of our stomach drop. We get that chug in our throat, And we have to respond. We have to respond nervously. But with the pharmacological fakery, we have muted a lot of our ability to respond to this universal nervous system. And we're paying for it. And I think that payment is going to abruptly run out as the interest in alternatives explodes. So with this Forgive My Foul Mouth Friday, please forgive me for being so absent, and I'll do my best to say something nice to you Saturday, tomorrow. Love you guys. Thank you for listening.